Why, hello. Today we're going to check out the problem with the P-trap. So, I noticed that at the bottom of this there is some yellow sludge-looking thing here, and it was at the very bottom of this curvy tube here. All right, now I'm like, oh, I can fix it. It's probably leaking from there, so let's tighten that. Let's tighten that. The problem is the gaskets are so old that they're not going back. And of course, this was a brilliant idea to do right as the dishwasher was going through a cycle, right? So I was able to avoid most of the water here. You can see a little bit of it, so it's not a huge issue. But I can't get this configuration back. Now, this seems like a simple P-trap. You can get one at Home Depot. And in fact, I looked it up, and I logged into my account. And I noticed that I starred a P-trap before, because years ago there was an issue with this top part leaking, but I was able to put it back. Now it's a green oh boy, it's leaking. It's dripping a little more. But this little P-trap thing here, the top of it, it's flexible. It's an accordion one. You're technically not supposed to have these for whatever reason, but I do. This is actually green in there. It just doesn't fit anymore, you know. But I have one on for Home Depot, so we'll get that. Hopefully I can do this myself. The stuff that Home Depot sells looks pretty much exactly like this, including this thing, although I don't think we even need, well, I don't know. I don't know how many things I want to get a redo and stuff. We'll see what we can do with these, because then you have to have that gasket, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. That third gasket here, I don't know. And I kind of want to avoid having to come out, have somebody come out, because they come out, then they don't fix it right. Oh my God. But anyways, hopefully I can get this done tomorrow, because it's already too late for Home Depot today. They close at 8 today on Sunday, and it's already, oh boy. Oh, and another thing. So when you move it a little bit, you can see, yeah, the water coming out. The reason for that is when you open up this accordion thing, there's now a hole in it. It's so flimsy and old that there's just a hole in it. So to drain the dishwasher, I had to hold it together, make sure the hole isn't coming out. But anyway, so that's fun. I think it can be solved. If I can't solve it tomorrow, then I'll just get somebody out for it. But I hope I can do it, because it's a couple things. It shouldn't be that complicated, but you know, you never know with these things. Anyways, I think that's it for now. So hopefully we'll see what happens tomorrow with this.
We choose to
replace the P-trap.
Not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the P-trap thing. You know, so this is the issue right here. You can see the crud on it, especially here. That's why they don't like P-traps generally. Because again, if you form the P-trap right, the P is actually there, right? This is what traps the gases, which is bad. So even if you do this accordion thing, it's gonna work. It's just gonna trap more crap in here. I don't know how old this is. It looked basically the same, you know, when I moved in here almost 4 years ago now. This little, whatever this is called, we have a new one of these actually. Yeah, we'll get to that. But this one actually slipped below it. And even if I could, you know, I looked at it, I could have put this back. The problem is the other thing on the other side. Let's see this. This thing was leaking, and this one actually doesn't have a washer. That is a bunch of buildup here, that yellowy wax. I think a lot of that is actually buildup. So we have to take that out. We have a piece for that. But we actually don't have a piece for this. I had to buy an extra thing. Let me show. Let's see here. We have some steak, but that's not related to this. So if we go down here, this is the P-trap and the long tube that we just saw. Oh, here we go. Let's zoom out a little bit. Right, so this, you can see this is, right, that kind of matches. We got one of these red, this is now red apparently. And I also saw these are actually hard plastic washers. I hope they work, but because this extra thing back here, this is the tube that we got, that's in there. But this is not. This extra, I guess, the washer is inside, and the nut That's not included, so I got one of these. Because one of the Home Depot reviews mentioned that, and I'm like, yeah, that's right, that looks right. So I bought an extra one of these. This has 2 in it. So if these plastic things don't work, because this is a hard plastic, this is a rubber. If that doesn't work, then we'll put that together. Anyways, let me put the steak in the fridge already. All right. So I'm just gonna do it like, let me get my my light, my trusty little work light. And we'll kind of do it live. We'll put a long one up and whatever. Hopefully we'll get most of the, there's the water. All right, so we're not taking this out. This is good enough. I don't see it leaking. And we'll just kind of, well, I'll also have to take this out over here. This thing. So let's do that now. That has to be taken out. Hopefully we can take all this out so I can move the camera or the light over. Oh, that's going to be blocked by the... No, I think that's pretty good. So lefty loosey, righty tighty, but it's kind of hard to tell. Oh, it's also greasy. Let me grab at least a paper towel. This is disgusting. You know, this is the other reason I'm removing it, is as we can tell, this is just grease. That's what was going down the P-trap over here and just gunking it up. And I thought, well, it doesn't matter. This is wrong. The thing that was connecting was wrong. And the P-trap, the accordion, also had a hole in it on top of that. So literally everything was just bad here. Oh, this is loose. Oh, right. I already loosened this up. That's good. So this is also, we want to remember what it looks like. So when you loosen it, this is the other thing we're going to have to put on so it fits perfectly into there. Of course I touched the grease. And right. So let's just remove this. You can just shove it in there. This is a pretty long one. See, look at how disgusting that is. In fact, let me clean that. Ugh. That is disgusting. You can see into that. You know what? Let me scrape that off a little bit. So, it's just gag-inducing. All right, let me have these nasty old pieces here. All right. I have some old toothbrushes that I use. Might even throw this one away because it is disgusting. Just let it kind of, yeah, I think we'll just kind of scrape that in mostly. It'll hopefully wash out and not clog it up, but it's just disgusting. And then I want to take a paper towel and clean it so it just doesn't have any fit issues. Disgusting. I'm just going to throw this away. Let's get a paper towel here. Let's get a little bit of wetness, not too much, because again, oh boy, and we don't want it to go down the drain, because it'll come out right over here. All right, oh, look at that. Look at how clean that looks now. It's like wiping a butthole. No. Like a really long... All right, well, let me take another paper towel here. All right. This one a little more dry. All right, so then unfortunately this is kind of gross. Oh, that's on the inside. That's the intake tube for the dishwasher. Or the intake, or is it outtake? Huh. What? Oh yeah, that is the outtake of the, yes, it is the outtake, because it goes here, and then it goes here, and then it goes down there, and then goes out the yeah, it is just really convoluted how these things work. But here we are. So that is nice and clean. Now, in fact, let me take another toothbrush and just see if there's any other, right, just to make this. This looks pretty good now, actually. Look at that. Okay. All right, so that's cleaned up. The other stuff is out. That's out. You know what? Let me take. Actually, you know what? Let's clean this just so it's a nice tight fit. There's no greasiness to it. You know, oh, I have some wet wipes here specifically for the kitchen. So yeah, let me just. It's probably easier, isn't it? Let me just do this very gently so I don't rip the rest of it off. And this is the kitchen, so you can actually see it's 1.5, which is what it should be. Can we see that? Well, just trust me. So that's 1.5 over here. This is probably gunky, and it's not that bad. That seems to be some orangish stain here from I don't know what, but yeah. In fact, we can just do this to the other side there. All right, so now that we're nice and clean, all right. Now, let me see. So I think the easiest thing would be to take this long tube and pre-construct it out here. So this is 1.5, because there was 1.25, and then there's the 1.5 to 1/4 conversion. Now for this is what I need. So let's open this up. Right here. This is the accordion. This is the long tube that we took out. That was gross. This is the nut we need for one of it. This is how you shove it in. And then there's 2 washers here because one of them is a converting thing. Oh boy. I'm just going to be confused because they both look the same, but I guess we'll just... No, this is the smaller one because it's they say that there's a 1.25 conversion thing. We don't need... No, that doesn't even fit, right? Because look at that. It just... I don't know if you can see it, but it's really not going to be a good fit, right? This is a good fit because... You slip this on. Let's see the other one. This is why it's good to keep the other ones, because I've never done this before, but it doesn't look... It does look disgusting. So you put the washer on first. Let's just monkey see, monkey do it, right? Well, okay, you need the bottom one, so right there. Okay, washer number... Oh, boy. Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck my ass. I'm sorry for being so foul-mouthed, but I think... We might have to reuse one of these. Oh, well, I got this, but we still need 3, and this only are... We need 4, actually, don't we? Because 1... Oh, boy. Well... we're going to have to go back. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I don't think it has... Well, I'm just worried about the... Oh, boy. Well... Because we need a... No. We have 3. We need 3. Yes. 1, 2... Yes. 1, 2, 3... Okay. No, we have enough. I don't know. And this one has 2 washers. Okay. No, this is good. This is good. Okay. Right. So this is basically the same as that. Now, I have an extra washer back here, or extra washer that's plastic. This is a hard plastic. Oh, let's not destroy this already. We'll just use what they recommend here because it looks very similar. Different color, but same concept. Shove this. Oh, we need the other thing in there. Okay. We need to put that like this. Okay. Right. That seems very intuitive. And then we shove this in, and then where it matches it, we'll just do it, and hopefully it's a good enough fit. Although, oh, the other way. Oh, I'm sorry. Right, the other way, like this. See, that's why you see the monkey see, monkey do thing. It's hard to tell because it's kind of far away, but whichever way it's coming, I mean, you know, it'll leak, and just do it the other way if you can't, right? This one's a little harder to shove in, but that means it's just going to be a nice tighter fit, so that's good. But then basically the principle is, yeah, shove this as much as we can, and then that's where we tighten it, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully that should be good, but we don't know. We'll figure that out. And then this does not have a gasket on it because it's supposed to be this way, like this old nasty thing that I don't really want to touch anymore. Ugh. It's just so greasy. See, that does not have that is by design. I looked at some other videos. It does not have a washer. And that connects to the actual P-trap that we had here. That connects to that side, the left side, the non-accordion side. And let's do it like this. And people said, oh, this cannot be like this or that, or it's got to be very even. You know, so that's going to be the tough part, to just not over tighten it first. Just to sort of, okay. In fact, you know, you might want to, do we want to test this first, or, I mean, it looks okay, right? I don't want to test it in the bathtub and see if it leaks or anything. You can still move this around. Although I think even if you tighten it a lot, it might still move around, right? Let me just double check this. It's hard to see it. It's not see-through, so. I think that evens itself out, right? If you get it on the right. Yeah, that's hopefully good. Because it's not moving in the joint. It's moving left to right, but it's not moving in it. So I think that's as good. And again, we can tighten it if we. But yeah, I look at it, and it's nice and good. I don't think there's any issues there. Okie doke. So we did that one, and then for this we need to open. Oh, okay. This is for the top part. I thought this would be for the other side, for this thing. The extra stuff that I bought, it's actually for the top. All right, well, whatever works. This one has two washers in it and one nut. And again, this is the same deal that they have different size. One's a conversion to 1 1/4, I think, and the other one's just for this. So let's check that out. This goes on the other tube, by the way. Let's check out which one's going to work. Because again, this thing. All right, so you got that tube going down, and it's going to be somewhere like this, and then you can pull it right. So this is how we're going to have to do. Well, let's zoom out. Can we zoom out? It's already too close. This side is going to go in here. You can see on the far right over here. And then this, we're going to have to coordinate it so that it goes this way. But I just want, before I start fitting everything together, maybe, yeah, and we can move this to the right over here, so that still is good, like something like this. Oh, you know what? We can actually make it straight, sort of. We don't have to coordinate it too much. Well, it doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. But the point is, I got to figure out this area right here now. Right? Because we got two things here. And again, which is the nut? How is it going to fit? Let me... Is it like this? Oh, boy. I think it's the same as the other thing, right? It's like this. Yeah, we tighten that. Is it this way or is it the other way? Which feels better? Let me see. Yeah, you have to, I guess, figure that out on your own, but let's see here. Ooh, that doesn't seem very... Maybe the other one? Ooh, boy. Not a huge fan of any of this. Okay, I think it's the other... Again, this has to be here. So that's 100% that it's up here. And then what exactly goes which? Now, it has to be on here, right? Is it this way or like this? That feels like it's going to be a tight fit, but who knows? Because the other one that we just put here, right? The idea is when you shove it in here, that's a nice tight gap fit right here. That's perfect. So maybe it's the same idea. Well, but this one is not this one's a straight cut, all right? So to have a full seal with this thing, is it like that? Is that going to be straight? And then you have this on there, but is this going to be a full fit? This one's idiotic, right? This one's just stupid. That doesn't feel tight. Okay, this one feels a little better, but we have the second one in the bag. All right. Does this feel better? Yeah, this one looks like the same as this one, so just off of... This, again, this is the harder plastic. This is the rubbery, bendy one, but it's the same shape, so I'm just assuming? I don't know. Let me move the camera over. Yes. Okay. This feels better. This is the one that got trapped inside of this ring here. I could have fished that out and stuck it up. Yeah, I think that's how it's going to be. But we need this washer or this nut in here, like so. So we, yes, yes. This is what tight. Well, but see, that's not really. Oh, is it tight? I don't know. That doesn't feel very tight to me. No, that really doesn't. Well, I mean, one of these is gonna, I think it's gonna be this one. Let's say like this. Hold on, let me check. This is the, none of these feels that great though. This is the old one that was over here, or like this. So, oh, and it's ruined. So it was a sort of like that. Now, that, and then this one, that one. This is the old one. So it's like that, okay, like, this one looks more familiar to it, but it just doesn't. See, like it kind of comes out, right? What the fuck? Well, not really. If it's tightened, you know, let's just do this. It just looks, but then this is like, you know. Yeah, see, that one doesn't, it comes out the other end if you force it, so. No, this is probably it. We'll go with this. Neither of these feels right, but it's gotta be, you know. So, right, let's just let it sit here and it'll just do itself in, I think, if we just, yeah, that's gonna be good. It's a pretty tight fit, and then we'll, can this, yeah, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. So I think they said online, and I don't know, but they said online to shove this thing in first. The one towards the outlet, towards the sewer. That's the one that's supposed to go in first, I think. So, well, I don't think we can see it that way. Hold on. Well, it's kind of a tight fit anywhere here, but all right. So that's a nice tight fit, right? That's going to be a tight fit. That's going to determine things. And you know what? Do I want to? Because this accordion thing, I don't want to. Okay. See, I've already taken one out, and then you bend it a little bit, and okay, all right. Again, we don't have to go 100% tight. You're not supposed to do that with really anything when you're just putting it into. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's not over tighten it. That looks okay. It looks pretty good, but we'll see. We'll have a little bit of water, you know, because again, and then this is pretty tight, or pretty good enough for now. And then this is where we, oh boy. I think we're supposed to, you know, let's shove this in a little more, because I think, well, let's measure it. Let's take it, I just want to clone what I have here. Hold on. Let's see how, because that one went in a lot deeper. Yeah, it sure did. Look at that. Yeah. Let me see here. So, I don't want to touch this. It's so disgusting. Grab a paper towel. So this goes in this way. Right? It goes down right like that. And yeah, this goes in a lot more. I mean, if we're gonna match it up evenly, it's really, oh boy, we gotta, we got, okay, there we go. Nice and, yeah, that's about it. Maybe even a little more than that, because it's like, right? It's easier if I hold it against my stomach. There we go, off camera. Yeah, it's just do what it's here, you know, and then, right. And then, hey, with this is basically the same part, so, or close enough. So we can even try to bend this ahead of time. Just so. All right. Try to fashion. All right. Let's see how this works. Again, we put the outlet one first. That'll be a little easier, I think. This one, hold on. Yeah, we can see everything. Yeah, this top red thing, the washer's already there. Well, let's shove this in first. So, oh boy. You know what? Something's a little off, isn't it? Alright, so now that we've spent it to make it less weird looking, but like this is as good as we're gonna do it, that's just how this is, you know, this is the whole point, is it's not perfect, but does it work? Is it gonna leak? Because that's the ultimate test here, is it leaking, right? It's nice and tight, so very slowly, and I don't know where it's gonna leak from, so let's take the bowl out and put in a little piece of towel down here, little dishcloth or really anything. We're just going to put the smallest amount of water and see if it leaks at all. So this is right here. This part was here. We didn't replace it. We put a new washer, a new nut, this accordion P-trap thing. It's not entirely straight, right? It is a little wonky, but again, if it's not leaking, that's really the main issue. There doesn't seem to be too much tension here. Let's see. And in fact, let's put it into, yeah, because there's the dishwasher, yeah, let's just do this first. All right. So we can see the water going through for sure. Let's add a little bit of green. That's probably the darkest one we have. Let's see. Yeah, you can see the water through here. And it's not dirty anymore. Look at that. Yeah, you can see everything here. Hold a flashlight to it. And let's add a little bit of dark green. Let's have the water a little bit less. Ah, awesome. Look at that. Anyways, so that works. And again, there's no leaks thus far. Even when we give it a good tug down here. In, out, in, out. No. It's working pretty well. I'm not feeling any moisture.